Hello students, today's topic is Kepler's law of planetary motion. Myself, Dr. Srikama Datta, Assistant Professor, Swami Vivekananda Institute of Science and Technology. First of all, there are three laws. Kepler's first law of orbits, this is known as the law of orbits. It states that all planets move in elliptical orbits with the Sun situated at one of the foci of the ellipse. তাহলে এখানে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি পৃথিবী সূর্যের চারিদিকে উপবৃত্তাকার কক্ষপথে ঘুরছে। এখানে একটা প্ল্যানেট আছে আর সান। তাহলে একটা ফোকাসে সান থাকবে আর প্ল্যানেটটা বা যে কোনো পৃথিবী বা অন্য প্ল্যানেট উপবৃত্তাকার কক্ষপথে ঘুরবে। The point at which the planet is close to the sun is known as perihelion and the furthest point of the sun is called aphelion. What is the characteristics of ellipse? Ellipse characteristics আমরা কি বুঝি? Sum of the distance of any planet from two foci is constant. তাহলে এই যে সানের থেকে একটা প্ল্যানেটের ডিস্টেন্স আর এখান থেকে আরেকটা প্ল্যানেটের ডিস্টেন্স, এই দুটো সাম অলওয়েজ কনস্ট্যান্ট হবে। and there are two axes, major axis and minor axis. Major axis আমাদের কোনটাকে বলছে? Along x-axis, this is major axis 2a, and along y-axis, this is minor axis 2b. The second law states that Kepler's second law, actually it is the law of equal areas. It states that the speed of planet varies in such a way that the radius of vector drawn from the sun to a planet sweeps out equal areas in equal interval of time. তাহলে এখানে যদি আমরা দেখি যে একটা প্ল্যানেট উপবৃত্তাকার কক্ষপথে ঘুরছে, তাহলে এইটুকুনি এরিয়া এক মান্থে যে এরিয়াটাও কভার করছে আর এখানে এক মান্থে যে এরিয়া কভার করছে, both are same. How it is proved? Delta means the smallest division of area is half r is the distance into r into delta theta. So half r square delta theta. Now we take the small interval of time dA dt is equal to half r square d theta dt. We taking the limit, derive dA dt is equal to half r square omega. So dA dt is equal to L, which is angular momentum by 2m, and so angular, by conservation of angular momentum, L is constant, so dA dt is equal to constant, and so the area is constant. Now the third law is law of periods. It states that the square of the time period of revolution of a planet around the sun is proportional to the cube of the semi-major axis of its elliptical orbit. আগেই আমরা বলেছি semi-major axis, major axis is 2a, so semi-major axis this point to this point, this is a, and the time period t square is proportional to a cube. So here is the third law. Derivation of the third law. How we derive? When something is in orbit, we consider centripetal force is caused by the gravitational force. So mv square by r is equal to the gravitational force gmm by r square. M is the mass of the earth and small m is the mass of the planet. R is the distance between earth and sun and the planet. So mv square, and we also know v is equal to 2 pi r by t. So we replace the v, that is m 2 pi by t square r square and derive this equation, we get that t square by r cube is equal to 4 pi square by gm. So t square is proportional to r cube or the a cube. So there is the combination of the three planetary motion of the Kepler's law of planetary motion. This is the orbital law. This is the equal time and this is the time period. In summary, we see that planets move around the sun in elliptical path with the sun at one of the focus of the ellipse, while or by orbiting a planet sweeps out equal area in the equal time. And thirdly, the square of the planet's period revolution time is proportional to the cube of its mean distance of the from the